Hi, Slangel here from Slangel Designs, and today I thought we'd do something fun. It's kind of a variation of a granny square. It's the hexagon granny square, and you can do solid ones, you can do alternating colors, you can do where you have a center color, which is then surrounded by a couple of rows of a solid color to make it look like a flower, and then you could, the color combinations, you could just alternate colors, you could do the solids, you could do, it's kind of whatever your choice is. And then when you have all your granny squares done the way you like them, the hexagons, you join them with whatever method you like to use to join your squares together. And that will be something that we'll go over in another video down the road. So anyway, today it's going to be the hexagon granny square. And it looks complicated. It is not. And any links for tutorials on the stitches used, like double crochet and stuff like that, I'll link those as well. And I think I'll also, I have to get a couple other videos done for like double crocheting together and stuff like that. I'll do those. So anyway, hexagon granny square. And I also am going to put a link to the free downloadable PDF in the description. It'll take you to the site and you can just download that for free, and it has a few pictures included in it as well. So there you go. So I'm going to use 3 colors today because I want to be able to show you what to do when you're changing your colors, but also what to do when you're not changing your color, whether you're doing it with doing the whole hexagon in one color or a couple of rows as one color, so that you don't need to change your colors. So I'm just using worsted weight yarn and a 5.5 I9 hook, and all the terms in this tutorial are in US. So here we go. So we're going to do a slip knot, get our yarn on our hook. It says to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to you're going to slip stitch to make a ring. And I know it doesn't look like there's much there, but trust me, you are going to fit 6 of the double crochet clusters in there. All right, so now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, which counts as your first double crochet. Okay, then as you're going, try to just kind of tuck this in so that it gets buried underneath all your stitches. Then you're going to double crochet 2 together. So you yarn over, you don't pull through the second one, you go back in, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, and for this one you're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Then you are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to put a double crochet cluster, which is 3 double crochets together. So yarn over, put your hook in the hole, yarn over and pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. That's the first part done. You're not going to finish off the double crochet because we're putting 3 together. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull the yarn up through. You've got 4 loops on your hook now, but you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 of them so that you have 3 loops. Yarn over, hook back in, pull up your loop, 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You've now got your 3 part of the double crochets done, 4 loops on your hook, but now you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. You just double crocheted 3 together, and that makes your little cluster. Chain 3, and we're going to repeat that again. So there's 1, 2, 3. We have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. That's another cluster done. 1, 2, 3, back in again. Exact same thing. It's so tempting to finish off the second part of the double crochet, but don't do that. So 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Believe it or not, we're going to get 2 more groups in there. Chain 3, yarn over back in the center, 1, 2, and 3. 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to chain 3 and put our final 3 double crochet togethers in there to make that final little cluster. So I know it didn't look like you were, I have my little end there, which we're going to cut off here in a second. So 4 loops, yarn over through all 4, chain 3, and then you're going to attach it to the top here of the first cluster of the first chain 3. Now, because I am changing my color, I'm going to fasten off my yarn, secure it. Now, because I had wrapped that in around, I can safely remove this little tail here. Then we can leave that for now and we can weave that in at the end, okay? So now I'm going to change my color. When you go on to round 2, you're going to start in a chain 3 space, okay? So what I like to do, and you can fasten your yarn with whatever method you're familiar with or used to, I just knot mine up. Then you're going to do a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That counts as your first double crochet, all right? Then you're going to double crochet 2 together. Then what I want you to do is chain 3 and put another one of those, I call them double crochet clusters. What that is you're double crocheting 3 together, okay? So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 2, 2, 2, 4 loops on your hook, pull through all 4. So what you're going to be doing is chain 3, and here's where this one repeats, okay? Let me just get more yarn off my ball here. You're going to put another one of these exact same groupings in here. So do a double crochet cluster, which is 3 double crochets together in that chain 3 space, 3 chains, and then another double crochet 3 together. Yarn over, pull all through. So that did a 3 double crochet together, chain 3, 3 double crochet together. That's the repeat. And then you're going to chain 3 again and put another one of those exact same in the next chain 3 section. So double crochet 3 together, chain 3, need more yarn, double crochet 3 together, that finishes that one. Chain 3 to get to your next chain 3 space, put another double crochet 3 together, chain 3, double crochet 3 together, all in that chain 3 space. Then we're going to chain 3. We're going to go into the next chain 3 space with another double crochet 3 together, chain 3 again, another double crochet 3 together in the exact same chain 3 space you just made the last group. Then we're going to chain 3, do the exact same thing in the next chain 3 space. Oh, see, I did a double crochet. You got to be careful, it's so tempting. So here we go, double crochet 3 together. Oh, look at that. Whoopsie. This yarn's a little slippery. Then we're going to chain 3 and put our last double crochet 3 together in here. And then we're going to finish off by doing a chain 3. And we're going to attach that to the top of the first cluster. Then we're going to fasten that off because I am going to change the yarn color again. And again, we'll fasten, we'll hide all our loose ends here at the end, okay? So now I'm going to switch to my last color here. So again, we're going to start in a chain 3 space, okay? Actually, I'm going to get rid of these because they're kind of in the way. So we're going to get rid of those tails. At least enough so that they're not bothering us. And if you're changing your colors as you're going, it is a good idea to weave your loose ends in as you're going, just so that they're not getting in the way. This is a stiff yarn. All right, let's see. Plus it saves you having to do a whole lot of them at the end, especially if you're doing multiple hexagons. All right, so that's a little needed looking there, not flap it in our way. Okay, so now we're going to attach, just like we did in the last row, tie it off. So this is round, we did 1, 2, we're on round 3. We're going to chain 3. Then we're going to put 2 double crochet togethers in that same chain 3 space. Then, this is where it's a little different from the previous row. We are going to be alternating in the chain 3 spaces with 1 cluster. Then you're going to do a cluster, chain 3, cluster, chain 3. You'll see here. So we're going to chain 3. Then in the next chain 3 space, double crochet 3 together. Chain 3. Put another double crochet 3 together in that same chain 3 space. Then chain 3. In the next chain 3 space, just do 1 double crochet 3 together. Chain 3. Then in the next chain 3 space, you're going to do the grouping of a double crochet 3 together, chain 3, double crochet 3 together. So you can see how we're alternating just 1 double crochet 3 together with the double crochet 3 together, chain 3, double crochet 3 together. Because as you're going along in each consecutive row, you need to have more to make your hexagon a little bigger, but it has to be proportioned. So chain 3, double crochet 3 together in the next chain 3 space, chain 3, then in the next chain 3 space we're going to do a double crochet 3 together, chain 3, followed by a double crochet 3 together, all in that chain 3 space. Again, alternating one cluster with the grouping of 2. So I'm going to just kind of go a little quicker here so we can get to the end of the round. You could basically use whatever yarn you wanted for these hexagons. Like if you wanted to make like a baby blanket, you could use baby yarn. Just the only thing I would suggest is that you make sure you use the hook that is recommended for the yarn on the wrapper, okay? That's always important because those are tested to give you a good, good result. Like if you were to use a number 4 weight or like a smaller yarn or a thicker yarn, you would get different results, different sized hexagons and stuff like that. Just making sure I'm alternating my 2 with my 1. Always putting chain 3 between them all, okay? This yarn just does not, I love how when yarn unravels so nice and smooth, you don't have to fuss with it. But sometimes you have to kind of coax it out. All right, we're getting close to the end of the round here. Oops. Oh. All right. So, double crochet 3 together, chain 3, double crochet 3 together, and then chain 3 so that we can attach it to the top of our first one. Now, here's what I wanted to show you because we're not changing colors. So if you had been doing your hexagon all one solid color, you want to then, once you do your join, you're going to slip stitch into the chain 3 space, just so that you're over there, okay? So this is the final round. What I'm going to do I'm going to get this loose tail out of our way here. And again, I do recommend that you weave your tails in as you're going to save you some headaches and down the road. And do them nice and even. Kind of rush them on just so we can cruise along a little bit better here. All right, so now that we've got her into the next space, we're going to chain 3 and then do 2 more double crochets, full on doubles. You're not going to double crochet together, you're just doing double crochets. Then in the next the next chain 3 space, you're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, but then you're going to chain 2, and in the next and then you're going to do 3 more double crochets in the same spot. Okay, so this is basically making the corner, one of the corners of the hexagon. So now in the next chain 3 space, you're going to put 3 double crochets, and again in the next chain 3 space, 3 double crochets. In this chain 3 space, you're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets to make the next corner. Because don't forget, this is a hexagon, there's going to be multiple corners, okay? There's not just 4 like a square. Chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then for the next 2 chain 3 spaces, you're going to put 3 double crochets in each. So you can see how we're kind of repeating what we've just been doing. And again, I'll put the link to the double crochet tutorial in the description if you need any help with that or a refresher. So now in the next chain 3 space, we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and another 3 double crochets, all in that same space, so that we can get our corner done. Okay, now 3 double crochets in the next chain 3 space twice. So 3 double crochets in that one, 3 double crochets in the next one. Next chain 3 space is 3 double crochet, chain 2, and another 3 double crochet in that same space. Okay, our next corner is made. So then 3 double crochets in the next chain 3 space, and then in the next chain 3 space, another 3 double crochets. We've come to the point where we need to do another corner, so we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets in that same chain 3 space. So you can see the shape of the hexagon coming together here. So now the next two chain spaces, 3 double crochets in each. We're coming to our last corner, so we're going to put a 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in the same chain 3 space. That's our last corner made. All we have left to do is 3 double crochets in this chain 3 space here, and that'll bring us back to our beginning. Then you're going to slip your stitch in and do a slip stitch to the top of the chain 3, pull through, cut your yarn, leave yourself a decent tail. Then you're going to secure that off. Now, what you're going to notice, and I notice this too, there's a slight little gap because of how you start off. What I like to do when I'm weaving in my tail, just to kind of hide that a little bit. Let me get my yarn in there. I like to flip my work over when I'm coming in down through, is I kind of wiggle it in a little bit here and there between the two, and then grab it on the side and back up. So what ends up happening after you've woven your yarn through, trim it off, you don't really see that hole anymore, okay? It just kind of helps hide it a little bit. So there we go, a hexagon granny square. It looks pretty sharp, and if you had a bunch of these all done up, it's a good way to use up some leftover yarn. You might have 2 from other projects. You could make a bunch of different ones that are complementary colors, and just stitch them all together. You just have to make sure that if you're using the same weighted yarn, so that they will fit together nice and snug. And again, the color combinations that you use, like I find this is quite nice looking, but this almost reminds me of like a daisy. And then, you know, you could do multiple different, and then you could also mix it up by using a different color yarn altogether with what you're going to stitch it together with and how you're going to attach them. So that is the hexagon granny square. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section, and I will get back to you with an answer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I hope this helps you out and that you get to make anything with the pattern. If you do, let me know. I'd love to see it. And that is the hexagon granny square. Thank you. Take care.